All right. Giant spec looks pretty good. Elite spec, kind of no guarantee on the fire. So okay, this is the one of the fake B-man, I presume. I'm sure he's a very good player, nonetheless. Quick supply, mass tanks. It looks like some interesting techs. Go Arclight, I think, or go Dogs. I think we go Arclight here. We already have the Storms, which is better than the Dogs for the fire, I think. Probably want the Fangs a little forward because, I mean, I don't know. Do we want them forward? I think we want them forward. I like this position here. We'll just go with it. Forward may not be good because they go into the fire, but then forward is good because they kind of tank, where the back ones might be a little too late. The back ones are good because maybe the fire doesn't reach them, but what do they actually tank for? They only tank for the storm crawlers right in front of the tower. Like the Phantom Rays and all the air units, they're not going to be doing much for those. All right. There's a nice last volley there. Missile strike. I think it's time for the Phantom Rays. I don't know. 4 squares back. Maybe 5 squares back. Go 4, 5, maybe 6 is what I'm thinking. 6 squares. 6 squares seems to be reasonable, especially since everything is so forward. I think we'll go with that. Mustangs are going to be a pretty nice counter here. Fortunately, part of the pack is already got killed. We're gonna lose this tower here, but hopefully we can get the Mustangs here. It was a pretty good time, I think, to go for the Phantom Rays because we will end up winning the round because of it. And we would probably be in pretty bad shape if we did not, because his ground army is just way too strong. I think he used his 200 supply on the sledges. Actually, he did not, but he does have like a ton of steel balls. Extended range, maybe? That'd be actually pretty good here because of the fire. Underground threat. Do we do anything with the underground threat? He's probably going to put something here. Could go for it. Or just skip. So if we skip, we have basically just enough to get more Phantom Rays, and I think that's what we do, just more Phantom Rays. If we pick this, 550. Yeah, 550 is enough actually, right? It's just that if we don't pick this, we have 650. 650, I mean, I think we'd rather get the extra Stormcaller range. Actually, we don't need it since he's so aggro. So it's either 650, 650, what do we do? 500 for this. And we get extra recruitment. We can get like, just throw like something here. That might be better than just a one-time thing here. I don't know. running out of time, so kind of have to just do whatever here. Probably want to see a missile here, but okay, good thing that didn't actually go through. Hopefully we get some crawlers that take out this. Looks like this spell is very effective for us. We will get this tower. But it's already level 2. A very smart play from the opponent. I was going to say that maybe it would be better to have the crawler here, but it's level 2. At least we go neutral. At least we both kind of neutralize our own spell, but... we do also make him spend the additional 100. Probably would have been better to just have the permanent crawler here, so I'm not so sure about that. Overlord is amazing for him. Probably going to pick that. For us, I think... Oh, no, this is just better value. I don't think we go into Overlords ourselves. Probably have to go into Typhoon, but the Typhoon isn't amazing. Melting Point is worse. I think we go with this and we think about what to do. We'll probably start selling out. Probably upgrade these guys. And I think we stopped building, since we're assuming he's going to go boats now. We need to start thinking about, I mean, we don't necessarily, the chaff isn't a huge problem. Plus we have these guys, so we don't necessarily need the fire. We need stuff that can kill his boat. So I think we start going into phoenixes, maybe? Wasps, not quite yet. I want to go into phoenix first. Now, this is all just blind prediction, but we have played this enough that we know what opponents are most likely going to do. So it's fairly obvious for us, I think. Boat is there, and it even comes with the first technology as a mothership. Fortunately, he doesn't run the overload and the high explosive, so that's somewhat good news. Question is, do we go shield on the Phantom Rays? Probably not, because the shield's not going to help the Phantom Rays. They're going to get one shot. Since the overload fires so quickly, fires 4 shots at once, it's not really going to do much. We probably will need to go aerial spec on the Typhoons at some point. Probably go for this. Try to maybe gank this thing here. And let's just upgrade these guys. Maybe no need for the aerial spec quite yet. Crawlers, not a good idea. Shield on this is a possibility, but I wonder when or if we go fire. Could just go for the oil for cheap now. Probably put it here. Well, since he's got this, 1, 2, 3. You put it here, maybe. Okay. We'll ignite it next turn, I guess. And do we just go aerial spec here? Probably. Maybe another one. And yeah, I wouldn't mind some distraction stuff now. Can we ever distract this guy? Maybe. And maybe a missile, like here. It's a very nice missile for us. Maybe we just win the game right here, right now. That'd be the easiest way to end this. Round 5 as well. It's pretty surprising. We could do that. I think we do. gonna be very close. All right. Another round 5 victory. Against a pretty formidable opponent, and he was going into the stuff that we didn't want to see. Now, the Mustangs are a questionable choice. I suppose the Mustangs mainly act as chaff. What do the Mustangs do? They don't do anything to the Phantom Rays. How did this die? Okay, that was from the missile. How did this die? Kind of don't believe that. So it was actually the Typhoons that killed the boats, it seems. I just don't understand how this did nothing. So maybe the Mustangs killed this, right? Maybe the Mustangs killed that. Yeah, it's either the Mustangs here probably killed that. What is it? Range 135, range 120. So maybe, but then wouldn't the Typhoons be in front here? You would imagine, right? Because the Typhoon range. Didn't even borrow. This was pretty decent. I think this missile was pretty key. I don't know about these Mustangs with range. I mean, doesn't seem like it does anything. To be honest, I think more Overlords probably would have been better. All right, there's a couple things that I want to check over this game. Round 5 game, obviously amazing for us. But I wonder how effective the Phoenixes were. Maybe was that a mistake? So we did 1,500 damage, and we went for the Phoenix, and we went for the Mustangs, right? I mean, we went for the Typhoons with the Phoenix. So what if we just go pure Typhoon instead? Aerial spec, 2 of these, and just kind of, I don't know. We had one here, had one here, had one here. Maybe just put them like this, or is that too forward? Should be okay. But why don't we try this? I think this is okay positioning. Maybe this is better. Stagger them ever so slightly. So let's see if we can do more than 1,500 damage here. I was thinking that the Phoenix is maybe better than the Typhoon, but maybe that's a mistake. It kind of feels like pure Typhoon is easy to counter. Maybe if they put something down like the steel ball with the armor, then we're screwed. So obviously the opponent did not go for any kind of armor, as he didn't know we were going to go for Typhoons here. So is it just the case if there's no armor, then we do better with only Typhoon? So 1,700 plus there was that straggler pack. So that's actually should be 1,900 if we want to count that. Okay. So it's 1,900, 1,700. We ended up doing 1,500, so it was better, although it wasn't a huge difference. And I don't mind this because this allows us to counter the level 2 steel ball or the level 2 sledgehammer with armor, right? So okay, on this last round we went pure Typhoons and we won by a lot. What if we just went like pure Phoenixes? I know it's bad, but let's just see, out of curiosity. We'll do this again. And to throw the missile here again, put the crawler in the same position. All right. And let's just go pure Phoenix. Guess we can't really go for that many, but I guess we go for a Phoenix upgrade. Maybe range. Guess we still need to go for the aerial spec, so we're gonna have to borrow. We want to upgrade these as a result. Okay, so that's why. So he went for the missiles. That's why the Phoenixes were useless that first round. I didn't notice that he had 2 missiles now. So we did like 2,000 damage. We won by 2,000. How much do we win by now? Phoenixes are definitely pretty good into the boats. They're also pretty good into like the steel balls, whereas the Typhoons are not amazing. Typhoons are amazing into the wasp production. So yeah, we did worse. So I think the logic is if he's gonna go armor, then you have to go more Phoenixes. If he goes like no Phoenix, no armor, then you just go more Typhoons. So that's probably the rule of thumb, but I would always throw in a few of the Phoenixes regardless. Like I think it's a good mix because like the Typhoons get the wasp production, kind of gets the chaff. The Phoenixes has the DPS against the sledges, the steel balls. You know, for example, the steel balls coming in, your Typhoons are going to get stuck on them, even though they don't have any armor. Their DPS is pretty bad compared to the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes will clear that up. The Typhoons kind of clear up the stuff in front of like all the chaff. So they work together as a team. Like Typhoon is kind of like a chaff clear, and this is like DPS. And Typhoon's also, you know, prioritizes the wasps, and it also is fairly good to very good into the overlords. We've had games where we went like pure Typhoon into the boats and we still win. I'm just thinking now, I'm just learning now that maybe we can also throw in some Phoenixes, like a mix. Not quite sure how to, you know, it looks like in this case, because there's probably a lack of heavy units for the Typhoon to get stuck on. It looks like the more Typhoon, the better, because everything is pretty much chaff, except for the boat, and the Typhoon handles the boat no problem. 25,000 damage. It's equal to like 12 if you think about it because of the of this tech, and each one of these is 10,000. So basically, it takes the same time for a Typhoon to kill a steel ball with no armor as it does to kill an overlord, and that's pretty hard. That's pretty huge. A level 2 steel ball. Level 1, it's like killing half a pack of steel balls at the same time as killing the overlord. I'm not sure about the splash. Maybe the splash you hit 2 at once. So, yeah. Okay, so let's just see that from the opponent's perspective. That last round, because I did question his going the Mustangs here. So go for the missile strike. I like the missile strikes. Like these are hitting some really nice targets. I don't know if you can hit the these guys too. Probably not. Okay, so now what? Now, yeah, he also went range on the Mustang. I think it's a mistake. I think almost just get rid of the Mustang. Maybe like the Mustang probably not doing much. I want to keep investing in overlords, so let's keep doing that. Don't mind them being a little forward. That's fine. Borrow, probably have to go range, but let's think about what to sell. Maybe we could sell out of this. 300. I mean, it's just acting as chaff, but it's not amazing chaff. Rather take the money, I think. And what technology? Probably range now. Would love to, yeah, the problem is he doesn't have the real techs on this, so guess we can only go range, which kind of sucks. Interestingly, this thing kind of turns around, which is weird because in the actual game it kind of looked forward. Obviously this is very bad for the overlord. Could have been doing way more damage. Maybe it doesn't need range, but then I'm not sure what we do actually. We need something to get rid of these crawlers. Probably a missile. I think this is fine. The missiles here are probably fine, unless we want to do this. It could be better. Well, I don't think it's a huge issue here. So, I don't know. Maybe we do just missile this. Borrow 2 of these. Just go temp range instead. There's no technologies here that are good. I think that's his problem. You can just upgrade this guy maybe for 250. So sell out of either this or this. Maybe sell out of this or this thing. The tank, it looks like it was doing a lot there. Maybe let's sell out of this and then just throw some extra missiles down. A missile here, missile here. I think if we had Launcher Overload, we would definitely go for that. Now the Fangs are kind of being a problem here. Shows how effective those late Fangs are. Definitely doing better now. I don't think we win, but we do better. Okay, one last try. Let's sell out of this guy because we know it's going to get missiled. Obviously, it's cheating, but we might have to cheat to win this. Okay. Sell out of this guy. And still want a missile here, I think. Let's just see what we have left. Borrow. Could probably go for... Probably the missiles are good. Either way. And... I don't know about a missile here, but a missile here is probably good. Do we stack this one side as well? Maybe? Yeah, so even level 2, it kind of just one-shots them. I feel like most of the time when we play against the overlords, they do kind of tend to focus on one side though, so it's pretty normal what we're doing here. Might even win this. Yeah. All right. So we see what we needed to do as the opponent. Just build more of the boats, stack one side. Our response would probably be more phoenixes because everything got killed from the missiles. So we didn't really have any phoenixes. This one phoenix did 30,000. You know, the typhoons were doing all pretty like, you know, pretty much the same, 30,000. So we'd sell out of the Phantom Rays because the Phantom Rays, I mean, this one did a lot, but that was unusual. These guys did nothing. And yeah, we just transition to more phoenixes. Probably, you know, 3 is enough. Maybe get another one, but they just more phoenixes. Phoenix with range. Phoenix with maybe the I'm not sure about either the charge shot or the it's either the charge shot or the launcher overload. I'm gonna have to take a look at that technology to see which one's better. All right, guys. Hopefully that was entertaining and you learned something. We'll see you in the next one.